Are you ready to move to Salem but want to know the cost of living and quality of life?
Well, you better stay tuned so you can find out. Hey, thanks for coming back and staying tuned. I'm Hal Cohn.
And I'm Chris Cohn. We're with Cohn Realty Group.
Yeah, and if this is your first time to our channel, we just ask you to please subscribe to it so that you're gonna be notified each and every time that we release a new video, which we do that every single week about living, working, and playing in the Roanoke Valley here in Virginia.
That's right, and we have folks constantly contacting us saying that they want to move to or throughout Roanoke, Salem, and Botetourt, and we've really enjoyed helping each one of them. So if you're interested in that and you fit in that category, please give us a call, send us a text, or shoot us an email. We'd love to have a conversation with you.
Yeah, and we even put a Zoom link in there too, so you can put it on your calendar and ours, and we can have a video call ASAP.
That's right.
All right, it is another beautiful day here in Virginia. We are in the city of Salem, and we're on the campus of Roanoke College.
Yes, it is beautiful just to walk around the grounds here. And in the background, you might even hear the sounds of progress. They're doing a little construction during the summertime here, but what a perfect place to tell you about Salem. Salem, Virginia is a wonderful option for you if you're thinking about moving to Roanoke Valley, and so we highly recommend it. We're gonna throw out a lot of numbers, but also some soft facts, and what that means is not only we're gonna go over the cost of living, but the quality of life.
Yeah, because you know, whenever you're moving, you always want to know how much is it going to cost you to move somewhere, and then also what's the family life or what's my life going to be like whenever I'm hanging out and doing things. What's the quality going to be like? Because some of you are looking for a different quality of life than what you have right now. So stay tuned, and we'll give you that information. All right, so I'm leaning in here and getting nice and personal with you now, because we're going to talk about the population of Salem, which is only around 25,000 people. So it's a small, tight-knit community, which we've talked about before in some of our other videos. And then it's got a livability score of 82.
That's phenomenal, y'all.
Yeah, so it's not the exceptional rank, but it's still like super duper awesomely good.
Awesomely good.
Yeah, you like that, don't you? And with that, I mean, like almost every city in the region and county here is like at least an 80 or above, which is just phenomenal when it comes to a livability score.
It is. It really does rank in that true exceptional bracket. And so we're going to dive into that and tell you why it is so fantastic. If you look at the Salem cost of living overall, it's about 7% lower than the national average.
Hey, we gotta love that.
Yeah. So let's talk about what cost of living means. It's comprised of a lot of different categories, and those categories include goods and services, groceries, healthcare and housing, also transportation and utilities. So Salem specifically, compared to national averages, it's about 7% lower in the goods and services, significantly lower in groceries. So your milk and eggs are cheaper here.
You need that for sure. We all know what we like to eat.
That's right. Healthcare costs are about the same as the national average. Housing is lower, about 8% lower than the national average.
Yeah.
And also transportation is significantly lower. Utilities are the only one that's a little bit higher, coming in at 2% over national average.
And I will tell you this, gas is a little bit more expensive in Salem. And people will drive to Botetourt County to get cheaper gas. So I'm just saying, that's the great thing about being so conveniently located to all the areas here, is that you can go over there and do that if you want to.
Right. Okay, so we dug into the cost of living a little bit. Let's go over some of those quality of life numbers and facts. One thing that's really important to me, and I think a lot of people, is the crime rate. How safe does it feel? How comfortable do you feel walking around in your own neighborhood and community?
Yeah.
So Salem actually ranked really high on this as an A, and they have a 21% lower crime rate than the U.S. average.
Ah, very way to go, Salem.
I know.
Well done. We're also going to talk about employment. So if you're going to move to an area, you're going to be like, okay, what's the income going to be like? And what are going to be my opportunities, right? So one thing we talked about in one of our previous videos is the fact that I know Salem has a very low unemployment rate. And there's a good mixture of white collar and blue collar jobs here in this region, especially in Salem. So with that, the actual annual average household income, man, that's a mouthful, is around $52,000. And we are about 7% less than the national average when it comes to median household income here in Salem.
Okay, so we've talked about cost of living, we've talked about crime, we've talked about employment. Now let's talk about housing.
Ooh,
that's my favorite subject.
Yeah, that's one of the things we like to talk about for sure, right?
That's right. So a median home value here is about in the 190s. And also if you're wanting to rent first before you buy, renting is going to cost you about $840s in the 840s. Across the valley, it's typically in the high 800s a month.
Right.
So the housing is good, it's lower, but what have we found about the housing?
Limited supply in general in the current market, but especially in Salem, it seems to always be a low supply. So if you have a quality house in Salem and you want to sell it, then this is a great time. But also, people are always looking for houses here in Salem. So you got to jump on it fast if you're moving here and you want to buy in Salem.
And my guess is that with this high livability score and the cost of living and just the community feel itself, I mean, look around you, it's gorgeous. But I feel like people probably may not want to leave. They may not want to be in a rush to leave, right?
Yeah, absolutely. And they're a tight-knit community. And then the schools are phenomenal.
Yes.
So graduation rate is about 1% higher than the national average. And then most of the schools here are like really top quality, top-notch ranked schools, elementary, the middle school, and the high school. And you can find that information, like we always say, on niche.com, because we can't give you the specifics on it, but we can kind of tell you in general, they are amazing schools.
Yeah, so let's round this conversation out. You've heard some of the numbers, you've heard some of the facts. Why do we like Salem so much?
Well, we like it because we live like almost downtown, right? So we're a couple of blocks from downtown. We can just walk to, the great thing is, I think our kids really like, is the ice cream parlor, which is right behind our house.
The duck pond.
The duck pond.
There's a lot of amenities. You really don't have to leave Salem unless you want to. It's a very family-friendly town, but it's good for all ages and all stages of life.
Yeah, no matter who you are or what stage of life you're in, you're gonna find something here that you like. I mean, there are patio homes here, there are starter homes, there are these great historical homes that are right by the farmer's market and right downtown. So you've got options here. If this is a kind of, it's a little bit slower pace at times over here.
Can be.
And if that's something that you're looking for, then this is gonna be a spot for you because great cost of living, livability, and just your overall quality of life, right?
That's exactly what I was gonna say. So there's a lot of great places you can choose from in the Roanoke Valley, but we highly recommend that you check out Salem as one of them. All right, that's it. We hope you've learned a lot about the cost of living in Salem and also the quality of life. So if you're thinking about moving to Salem, Botetourt, or Roanoke, or around this great valley, please give us a call, send us a text, or shoot us an email. We'd love to chat with you.
Yeah, and we will answer, so give us a call. And then if you just want to kind of stay updated on what's going on in the valley, real estate related, life related, subscribe to our newsletter also. So subscribe to our channel so you get notified all the time whenever we release a video each week. But then additional information will come to your email just twice a month. We're not going to spam you. We're just going to get you information that will help you know more about living, working, and playing in the amazing Roanoke Valley. And again, I'm Hal Cohn.
And I'm Chris Cohn with Cohn Realty Group.
And we will see you soon. Bye.
Bye.